Miyu has these RGB necklace and ankle bracelet, and I want to make it for real. That's what I'm looking for. This is a typical LED strip, an RGB one actually, because Miyu would be very sad if it's not RGB. But there's a slight problem. You can see the LEDs are very far apart, so they're not blended together, and that's not good. And then there's this. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Well, there you go. These are much better, and as you can probably tell right now, it's already doing an RGB effect, which is what we're gonna use to do the necklace and the ankle bracelet. But how are they doing the rainbow effect? Well, you need an LED controller. Something like this. As you probably have noticed already, this is far too big to be wearable, at least not without looking absolutely silly. Look at this. So, I need to find something else. After some digging, I got this. This is an inline LED controller, and it's called an inline LED controller because it sits in line with the LEDs. The only downside to this pre-programmed LED controller is that it won't dim in the rainbow effect mode, and I have no idea why. It is what it is. I removed the included cables on the controller because it took up too much space, and I soldered in the LEDs and voltage booster, which is necessary for the battery that I'm going to use. After adding some Kapton tape to stop any short circuit from happening, this is how it looks like. This is the battery I'll be using, and it's a LiPo battery. The reason why I'm using it is because it's very tiny. Here's a quarter for comparison. You might be wondering why I don't use one of these. Well, these button cell batteries are small, but they don't provide enough power for the LEDs. That's why I had to go with the LiPo battery. Connected the battery to the board and the LEDs, and it should work. Yes, it does. There it is. Now that I have the electronics ready, I just need to design something that can hold it all together as a necklace and an ankle bracelet. And since I have a 3D printer, I'm probably just gonna make a design and 3D print it. Also, that's a foot, by the way, to display the ankle bracelet. After several revisions, I ended up with this. This is the ankle and this is the neck. And you know what I'm gonna do with it? Throw it into the garbage, because it is just way too finicky to assemble. So here you can see me attempt to put it together around a mannequin, and it's already so difficult. Now say you somehow manage to put it on your own neck. It is still way too big and clunky, and you kind of look like you have a neck brace on. So pretty much I have to scrap this and go back to the drawing board. After thinking about it for a while, I suddenly remembered there are running armbands, which are these things. These, as you can probably already see, are very similar to Miyu's necklace and ankle bracelet. Now you might be thinking, if they make these, maybe they have RGB ones. Well, unfortunately, the way they design these are just a single LED in here that shines along this clear plastic piece, and that sits behind this green diffusion amplification thingy. I don't know what it is actually, but yeah, that's how they work. So I will have to replace it with the LED system that I made earlier. And obviously I can't use a green one. I would need like a plain white one. So here's a white one, except this one is actually slightly different because this one is a slap band. And the internals are pretty much the same as the other one, so I just got to pull it out and replace it with the LED setup that I made earlier. Now what about the necklace? Well, unfortunately, the slap bands aren't long enough to go around the neck. But then while buying the armbands, I noticed that they sell LED dog collars. So that's exactly what I got here, an LED dog collar. I just had to remove the metal loop for the leash. After swapping the internals and giving it the name Invader Bands, here they are. Well, there it is, Miyu's RGB necklace and bracelet. I have other projects in the works that I tease in this video, so if you know, leave in the comments below, and subscribe if you want to know when the next video is out. Thanks for watching.